Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick, or hopefully a quick video for you about the Kayla Itsines Bikini Body Guide, which you guys know that I do. And I have, I've posted a few times about it on my blog and received some really great feedback from all of you, and a lot of you asking questions, and what I've noticed is there's a lot of the same questions. So as much as I love replying, I thought it might as well just bring it all into a video, and then you guys have got the answers that you're kind of hopefully looking for. So question one is the most popular, is the format of it. So obviously you see that there's circuit 1 and circuit 2, and then it says 2 times 7 minutes and 2 times 7 minutes. Now Kayla did actually release a newer version which I think is a bit clearer, but unless you really read the beginning bit in depth, it can be a bit confusing. So how it works, if you've got circuit 1 and circuit 2, and you're going to do your workout for 4 sets of 7 minutes with about a minute's break in between. So you'll do circuit 1 for 7 minutes, circuit 2 for 7 minutes, circuit 1 for 7 minutes, circuit 2 for 7 minutes, and that's your workout done. Now the other, as part of that question, the other thing that people ask is how many times should I be going through that circuit? And they're sort of saying, you know, well, I'm finished within sort of 3.5 minutes. That's fine, you just keep going. So on some days, some workouts, you'll find that you can do 2 rounds of circuit 1 within 7 minutes, but then on other times you may find that actually you can only fit in 1 lot of the circuit, and that's fine. As long as you are continuously working the whole time for that 7 minutes, then that's absolutely fine. You just go at your pace and you think about your technique. So rather than thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to get through it 7 times like the other girl that you spoke to, you just do it to the best of your ability in the time frame that you can. Cool, so that was the first question. The other question I get asked all the time is equipment. What do you need? Again, this is stated in Kayla's guide, but I will just run through what I have. So she does say that you need minimum equipment. However, I do feel that you probably need you do need a few things. Obviously, if you're going to a gym, then that's great. But if you haven't got a gym nearby, then you want to do it at home, then you will need a skipping rope, a medicine ball of about sort of 6 to 10 kilograms, a bench, but if you do work outside you could use a step. It's only for some of the ab exercises later on that you will need your bench, but you could always, to be totally honest, if you don't want to buy a bench, you could always just alternate other ab exercises and you'd be absolutely fine with that. You would need some hand weights, so about 5 kilograms, and yeah, that should, and a mat. Obviously a yoga mat would always be good so that you don't hurt your back on the ground. But yeah, and then that should see you through the whole guide. And this is, by the way, this is for her first guide. So for the second one, you do need a bit more than that. There's sort of kettlebells and then other weights, but this is just primarily on the first one that Kayla did. Cool. Okay, so question number 3 that I get asked, was that 3? Yes, that was 3. Who knows? I'm awful, left and right, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, the other question I get asked is, do I do her food plan? I don't, so I will not really be able to answer any questions on that, and I wouldn't really give advice on it. Obviously, I see all the transformations that she posts, just like you guys do, of people that do the food plan, and they seem to get great results. But personally, for me, I follow my own, I guess, diet plan, but actually it's just a lifestyle of sort of healthy eating, things in moderation and balance, that seems to work for me, so I will not be able to comment on the food plan. The other question is, do I recommend her guide? Now, considering I've been doing it for a year, just over a year, I would probably say so, yes, but it totally depends what you're after. It works for me because I am constantly to and from and never really know where I'm going to be. So as long as I can sort of squeeze in half an hour and, you know, either get down on the floor and do an abs half an hour workout, or, you know, be outside and use the steps for a legs workout, then it works perfectly for me. And obviously people that are trying to get that sort of, you know, bikini body that she posts so much of, you know, girls doing amazing transformations, then yeah, I recommend it because it will hopefully work for you. But like I say, everyone's different, so I just say that I enjoy it. And the last question that I get asked all the time is, I'm doing the guide and haven't seen results yet. When will I see results? You know, I really, you know, should I just give up and do something else? No, don't give up. Everyone's bodies are different and our bodies change at different rates. So, you know, when my sister and I did it at the same time, and she, you know, her kind of like 4 weeks was just like, wow, you look so different. And mine was a bit like, meh, sort of look the same. which is fine, and that kind of works for me because I was feeling stronger, I was feeling more motivated, and it all just takes a bit of time, and just, you know, just don't look at the other pictures of people and think, oh gosh, well, I didn't change that much in that amount of time, because we are all different, and like I say, our bodies do change at different rates. And I realise I have repeated myself in that, so hopefully you get the point. So I totally forgot one of the other most popular questions, so if it looks like I've moved on screen, it's because I had to shoot this in a different video because I'm forgetful. So the other question I get asked all the time is, how often do I have to do everything in the week? And again, it does state this at the beginning, but I think again it was a bit maybe confusing in the first time. So weeks 1 to 3, you do 2 to 3 sessions of the resistance. So they're her workouts. The resistance sessions are the actual circuit workouts. Then you do 2 to 3 LISS sessions, which is low intensity steady state cardio. So that's like a power walk or like, you know, a bike ride or something like that. And I think they're about 45 minutes each. And then you'll need to do a stretch session as well to make sure you're really lengthening the muscles and making sure they're relaxed. So actually I believe that's maybe weeks 1 to 4, not weeks 1 to 3. I lied, sorry. Then the next 4 weeks you are doing 3 resistance, and I think then you're upping your LISS to 4 to 5. Now I did find that was quite hard to fit in if you're doing when they are supposed to be 45 minutes each, but just sort of do your best. And I was sort of, you know, going for a run and then doing a walk and just mixing it up a little bit, just so that I wasn't having to go on like loads of power walks every single week. And again, stretch session as well. And it's only then in weeks, I think 9 to 12, that you actually add in the high intensity training, which is like either sprint training, or you could do it on a bike as well. I prefer to do sprint training, so I just literally go outside in my road, and I have my phone timer in my hand, and I set it to 30-second intervals. So I sprint for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, sprint for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, you get the point. And I do that between sort of like 10 and 15 minutes, but let's face it, it's normally 10 minutes because it absolutely kills me. And that is like such a full body workout for 10 minutes, and you don't even realise until the day after, and you're like, oh, I can't actually move. So yeah, that's the format. But like I say, it does say all this in her guide at the beginning. Sorry, coughing fit. I don't know if I'll cut that out. Maybe not. I'll just leave my coughing in there for you to enjoy. But yeah, it does all state this at the beginning, but it's quite, it's just quite a big read. So do try and read it thoroughly, because there are some really, really good pointers in there before you get going on the guide. If you do have any questions, then either comment below or on the blog posts, and I will do my best to answer and, you know, help motivate you guys and give you any advice you need. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully this has been quite quick, and I'll see you again soon.